is an automated message. Evacuation is in progress. Caution. Increased hostile presence detected. Pursuing emergency security protocols. Stand by. Alert. Hostile breach detected. Lockdown initiated. Please proceed to the nearest exit in an orderly manner. Warning.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Bondo Gaming channel. Welcome to the Gleaming Depths update review. If you don't know or have been living under a rock these past couple months, Fallout 76 new update just came out and it is a banger. The Gleaming Depths is an update that introduced one of the things I've asked for, and I think a lot of people in the community have asked for, which is raid. As well, this update introduced the camp pits that has been announced many years ago. New weapons have been introduced, new power armor, and as well legendary 4 stars. So this video we're going to go over the reviews, and then we're going to have another video where I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to do the raid if you're a noob and you want to be professional just like me. So let's hop into our power armor, lock and load a Gatling gun, crack open some Nuka-Colas because we're going to need it where we're going, and let us dive deep into the Gleaming Depths. So to start off the review, we need to go over the main aspect of this update. The raid, as in raid
Objection!
Gotcha. We don't get sponsored here. The main part or focus to this update is the raid. It's a thing that has been asked for a long time, ever since Vault 94 doors has been closed. Actually, in one of my older videos, I've asked for these raids. You can watch this video right here if you want to see it. And I actually mentioned pets as well. So hey, Bethesda, thank you for hearing me out. Now next time you should also credit me in, the credit, or in the raid you should put like a big notebook right here with my name on it, just so you could get some credit to me because I gave you these wonderful ideas. But no worries, I'm not hurt by that. But in all for real, the raid is actually a great addition to the game and has actually brought my attention back to this game again. It brought life back into me for Fallout 76. Honestly, I was kind of getting bored of the game. I think the last update was kind of fucking mid as hell. To be honest, Fallout 76, in the end of the day, once you get past a certain point, once you get a certain armor or certain weapon, it kind of gets boring. It gets to the point where like you're just killing people non-stop, listening to Animal Crossing music as you shoot, or building a camp, doing events endlessly. In the end, it was getting boring. The raid actually add a challenge to challenge players, a team of 4. There's no the whole squad coming through from the entire server. It's just you and 3 other people coordinating together to beat the raid. And each encounter of these raid is actually pretty good. Each encounter is actually hard, and you can die if you slip up accidentally, and you cannot get revived. These are challenges, these are meant to give player a challenge, and you cannot solo these encounters whatsoever. You can solo the first encounter, like you can do the first boss, but the second encounter required at least another person in there. I'm just letting you know, this is not a soloable thing. You can try such, but it's not soloable. I'm sorry, this actually required a team and teamwork to beat this raid fully. Now the raid itself is not hard to learn at all, like really it's not. You can easily understand what the raid is, what each encounter is after dying once, and then you get the gist of things. And there's no consequences of dying as well. All it would do is just reset the encounter you are in. Let's say if your entire squad got wiped out from the second encounter, then your encounter will just reset at that second encounter and you get to do it again. Again, it's not frustrating at all. It actually gives you a chance to learn and understand. There's no time limit as well. I think Vault 94 had time limits to do the entire raid, and you gotta do it like under 10 minutes from what I remember. But again, I think that's a great improvement. There shouldn't be a time limit for raid. Now, there is one issue with a certain encounter in the raid, which is the second encounter. Let me be honest with you guys. The second encounter will be possibly the most frustrating part to the game. I think every other encounter is actually pretty unique and easy to understand, but I find the second encounter can be a bit unfair. Now let me go ahead and talk about this encounter for a quick bit. There's a lot of video explaining about the raids, and I'm actually going to make my own video going over how to do the raid. The second encounter is a protect and collect, so this is where the 4-man squad, it kind of matters. So one person needs to defend the drill from the mole miners. Basically another person needs to collect the gasoline in this connected room that's our mines. However, inside the mine, there are stalkers inside the mole miner stalkers. They're pretty cool. They have pretty cool design. Their eyes are glowing. They're glowing like a teeth, glowing teeth. It's a pretty unique design. However, you cannot kill them. They are immortal, and as well, they can one-shot you. That's right, you can get one shot in this part. And let's be honest, it's a bit unfair, because let's be honest, there's gonna be a moment where you get that good old Bethesda lag, and even though you're far away from these mole miners, you can get deleted instantly. I feel like they should change that just a bit, you know, because these are very unfair creatures. You know, they're unfair, and of course the raid is supposed to be hard, but I feel like that is, but there's a point of where it can be hard or challenging, but there's a point where it can be frustrating or unfair. Especially like there's moments when you could possibly make a turn around a corner, make you turn to the right, and then you get instantly deleted because the mole miner was there. Again, it's unfair, and I don't think, like, there's no build up to them as well. The mole miners instantly hit most of the time, and as well, you can't slow them down. The best people have suggested to stagger them for a short bit, but then again, like, you have to, you know, there's some builds that are not built for staggering. You can't freeze them, you can't slow them down. It's a very, you know, it's a very unfair creature right here. I feel like Bethesda should let us at least slow these creatures down just for a little bit. Use cryo on them, use cryolators, you know. I feel like that's a fair suggestion. I don't think it should be immune to everything. Besides that, I mean, I have nothing else wrong with this encounter. I do think this encounter is fun and very scary. You know, it feels like you're playing Dead by Daylight in fucking Fallout 76. It's very fun, and I just don't. Like I said, I do think it's a bit unfair to one-shot you. I feel like they should make that tweak that a little bit. At least let us get 2 hits, or maybe make it where, you know, they have to do a charge up attack, because I feel like they attack you instantly, like they do a very fast swing. I feel like they should have like a build up to it, or like something to make it balance out, because again, I mean, I understand what Bethesda was going for. Like, this would be like a sneaking mission where you're supposed to be sneaking around in the dark, but let's be honest, due to the fact that in this feeling process, when as the longer time goes on, the more upset the mole miner will get. And, you know, it can get a bit harder at the end when they're enraged. So, I don't know. I feel like they should balance that out a little bit with the stalkers. Just a little bit. And then let's go ahead and go over the final boss fight, which is the Ultrasight Arena. It's the very last boss, the 5th encounter. I think it's awesome. I like the giant snake. It's a big snake. And it's simple. Shoot it. Shoot the fucking snake. That's it. That's all it is. There's no special mechanic to it. The only special mechanic to it is watch where you're standing, and there's a tail that pops up every so often. Shoot the tail to won't destroy the island, but you're mostly focusing on killing Snake. That's it. That's all it is. It's not a bullet sponge. It's not a bullshit boss fight, and that's really it. The entire raid, by far, it's amazing. I think the raid is great. I really love this raid. And it's just that second encounter is very frustrating. The rewards for the raids are pretty good, I would say so myself. I don't see any issue with the rewards. You always get a guaranteed legendary, maybe 2 legendaries every encounter. They actually do have some unique weapons and plans for the raids. They also have restricted legendary 4 stars to the raid, so if you want to get a free legendary 4-star mod, or weapon, you have to do this raid. There's no other way to get them besides trading or buying it, and I feel like if it's more worth doing the raid. And again, if you have a good team, you can easily do these raids. There is some unique weapons that are awesome. I like this drill bit. Like, you here's the drill bit right here. I will be making a video going in depth on that. There's more unique weapons like the lickety split. There's this chainsaw with seem to be red plasma around it, and there's many more unique weapons. There is a new power armor as well that you can get from this raid only, which is the Vulcan power armor, which if you look at it closely, it look like Frank Horgan power armor without the mutated person underneath it. There's also some ultracite rocks growing out of it, which I think it looks pretty cool. It also gives you a unique set bonus. It gives you a plus 25 AP regen rate and plus 25 fusion core duration. That is a pretty good set bonus right there. I think it kind of goes on par with the T65 and with the Pit Power Armor. I think these are great end games power armor right here. You can get both the parts, mods, and plan from the raid only. So you have to do the raid in order to get these Vulcan armor and Vulcan parts. You cannot trade these stuff whatsoever. I still think that's stupid though. You should be able to trade Vulcan power armor. Overall, as a Fallout 76 enjoyer and a professional player of Fallout 76, I think these new raids are a success in my book, and I hope Bethesda do more raids in the future based on other parts of the maps and themes, like how this entire map focus on mines, the miners, the stalkers. Like, these focus on the deep part of the mines and as well the enclave as well. I really thought it was unique, so I do hope in future raids they focus on other themes, like maybe they do some in the Myers, like bring back Vault 94. I think doing a Vault 94 raid with these new raid mechanics, or like the same encounter for Vault raids, I think that would be a great thing to bring back. I think Vault 94 should be brought back. They should do more raids in like the Savage Divide or Restec. I think Restec will be a great place for a raid encounter, like doing mutants, or bring back the boss from the Still Rank DLC where you fought that big mutant boss. I feel like you should bring that boss back for a raid dungeon. So yeah, I actually do consider doing raid on stream as well, just in case, if you guys are not able to do raids, or you need someone to do raid with, or you're having trouble finding a team to do raid with, then I'm actually considered live streaming it to where I might do raids live stream, and if you guys need to do raid, most likely you guys can be able to join me. Just let you know, you need to be level 100 to do these raids. I'm not joking. I'm not carrying a low level. You gotta do your work. So if you want to see me go live and you want to, jump in these raids as well, and, want to do events or boss fight with me, consider hitting the subscribe button, and you will see me play some Fallout 76 live. So now let's go ahead and review the rest of the updates, okay? The long-awaited pets has actually came into the game, and honestly, I wish there was more to them. Pets are basically allies for your camp. Besides being a normal ally, you can name them, you can pet them, and you can do interaction with them. There are some camp items that they can interact with. There's moments in time they bring stuff to you, like I think my cat decided to give me a gun for some reason. And that is it. That's literally it. There's nothing else to them. It's the camp pets are kind of meh. It's a big old meh. But it's honestly, like, I love the pets. I love the cat at my camp, but honestly, I just wish there was more to them. Again, I want a pet to travel with me. It's just having their ally. You can't really do much with them. In the end of the day, you can only have them at your camp, but you can't have it in your shelter. They don't follow you anywhere else. They can follow you around in your camp, but that's literally it. There's nothing else to them. I wish there were more to it. It is absolutely bullshit. Again, a lot of great MMOs out there have it where your pet can follow you constantly, and I just wish we have that in this game. I wish this cat can come with me and fight danger with me, or meow at them and watch me get ripped to shreds from a bunch of scorch. Like, come on, I just want that. Again, it's very boring. Again, it's not bad, I like it. I just wish there was more to it. They added player's titles to the game, which I think is kind of cool. It's like having a clan tag, or I really don't know much more to it. It doesn't serve a really greater purpose besides, like, it being a cosmetic thing. Like, my character right now is the Lost Delver, which goes well with this miner outfit I'm going with right now for the drill bit episode. was more added. Bethesda actually added more mutated event in the game, which I think is a good addition. Mutated events are fun and a nice spin to the game, adding at least more challenge to the current events. They added Campfire Tales, Project Paradise, Safe and Sound, and Beast of Burden to these mutated events. So yeah, that's fun to know, and I do think mutated events are a great thing in the game, and I hope Bethesda still adds more, and I do hope they add more events eventually. The season battle pass, of course, I actually think is interesting. No doubt a lot of people who enjoy the Enclave faction of the game of the Fallout universe are rising up again and actually enjoying it. Since this entire season and update focus on the Enclave, you can actually get the Tesla cannon from the season battle pass. I heard there's some good things about the Tesla and some things that are bad. However, I did not test it out, so I might be testing out in a future video on how the Tesla cannon works. They did change a lot of perks in the game, which is actually a lot of them is a huge improvement. Like they changed first aid from being a 3-star to a 1-star, which I think is awesome. And the change where like the more intelligent you have, the more it affect your health, and I think that's a great improvement. Again, I think it's a good move to change some of these perks. It really did buff a lot of builds out there, and it made it easier for me to have like more items, more perks in my intelligence slot. So I think that's a great improvement from Bethesda. And if you want to see more of the perk stuff, you can click on the link down below, and it shows you everything that was changed for the perks. They added more mods to existing weapons in game. However, the chance of them are very rare. You will have to grind out these mods. I heard some of the mods actually improve the weapon a lot, like the Gatling Plasma mods. However, I'm not completely entirely sure what mods has been added, so you might have to do some research yourself, or I might just post an update video on what mods have been added. So to go over everything right now, honestly, this entire update was overall a good update. It's just the pet part is really what kind of bring down this entire update. Of course, the second encounter frustrated me a bit, but then again, a lot of people in the comments will say skill issue. Besides that, like literally everything else is good besides the camp pet. I do hope Bethesda will put some more ideas into the raid and implement more raids in the future. Again, I think the raids are fun. I think they should actually expand on this a lot more. I will be making another video and giving some tips and tricks on raids, and again, I will be live streaming raids in the future as well, because I think it'll be fun to do raids with you guys in the comment section down below. So again, if you want to stay updated, please consider hitting the subscribe button. I will be making a new video as well, going over some of the new weapons in the game, like the drill bit, because I think the new drill bit weapon is awesome, and I think I have to demonstrate such for you guys. So besides that, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys like what you saw, please leave a comment down below. And what do you guys think about this? You guys actually enjoy the raids? You guys actually like the camp pets or any of the new stuff that was introduced? What changes would you have made with these raids or with these pets or anything like that? Please let me know down in the comments. I'd like to hear your thoughts and see what you guys think of this entire update. Was it a winner for you? Was it a downer for you? Are you frustrated? Are you not able to get any friends into the raid? Let me know down in the comments. And hey, while you're down there, leave a like as well, so you can support the channel. And hey, while you're down there, if you want to support this channel and see future uploads, please consider hitting the subscribe button, as it does support the channel. Anyways, I do hope you have a good day. See you guys back in the wasteland. Peace out.